taking on the Miami Dolphins. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Miami. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. On the return is Williams. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Escaping the pressure right. The 20, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Dolphins nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On second down, Tua. And he fires one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Down. The Ravens able to get to him. 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Second down and 4. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, middle.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now the pitch comes to Edwards. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They go play action with Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And in for the Ravens, touchdown. Mark Andrews, 35 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14 to nothing.
14, Dolphins nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
44.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action. Now it's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Hey, 21,
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He's got it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Edwards. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They'll run here with Edwards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He got 29 yards that time.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Well, and I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson options out left, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jackson going to take this himself. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Jackson now. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 25 yards to the house. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Watch it, Oscar.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They'll swing this out wide. Here's HM. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Ready. Hey. Corner, long.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Down to about the 32.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on 1 run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mostert. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
That's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game, and that look at the situation, you've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, it's Hill. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Jackson to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. That's swung out to Mostert. And he goes out right around the 39.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Here's Tua. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. This is 1st and 10. And Tua's going to change things up. Tua to throw. He's got to complete to Waddle.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This is caught by Waddle. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Now Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Tua. That'll be caught by Hill. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Tua. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. Here's 1st down. Jackson to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete. How about the call to come with a blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they'll just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Oh, an excellent tackle there as they keep him inbounds and hold him to no gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Barber, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with some.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my that. Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got 'em in they